So I'm in section 3.5, and I'm looking at this particular problem. It says 3z minus 4 is less than or equal to negative 16. So to go through the steps that the tutor suggests, what they're going to ask you is, thinking about the addition property, principle of inequality, thinking about, just like you would with linear equations, how would you get z by itself? Okay, the only thing that you're going to actually look out for that's a little different is that if you multiply or divide by a negative on both sides at any point, then you're going to have to flip the direction of this inequality here. But to start out with, to get z alone, I've got a minus 4 here. So if I add 4 to both sides, then I can expect to move that from the right, or move that from the left, and then be adding to the right. So I add 4, negative 16 plus 4 is going to be negative 12 on the right-hand side. And then all of this stuff that they're saying here is that you've got 3z is less than or equal to negative 12. I want to multiply or divide by both sides by something that's going to get z alone. Looks like if I divide by 3, a positive 3, I'm going to end up isolating z, getting a coefficient of 1, as they say down here. So I'm going to say 3 is what I'm dividing by, and the direction of the inequality will stay the same. Submit. And if I divide both sides by a 3, I'm going to end up with z is less than or equal. And the way I'm going to do that is go up to the keypad, say less than or equal to, and then the answer is negative 4. Okay. So that's correct. Go on to the next step. They're going to say graph this. So if you forget what your answer was, you can always go to previous part answer, click on it, reminds you that z is less than or equal to negative 4. So if that's true, on the number line here, negative 4 is the right-hand boundary. Negative infinity is forever to the left, forever downward in terms of numbers. So I want to use this particular symbol right here, because the open circle means you're never going to reach or touch a particular value, which always applies to negative or positive infinity. So we have open circle, and then negative 4 was the right-hand boundary, but it's less than or equal to, so we want a solid dot right there. Say submit.